beautiful Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for the end of April right through to the end of May 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. First, though, I'm going to get your overarching energy, and then I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know regarding their singles love situation? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please help them? What are they meant to know? Can you please show my beautiful Scorpios what are they meant to be aware of regarding their singles love situation? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Okay, so we've definitely got some action going on in your singles love reading here. So I do feel that you've been in a period of stagnation regarding your love life. And as you change into new frequencies as we go through the solar eclipse, which occurs on the 20th of April, I definitely see that you are going to have more invitations, feel a little bit more sociable than usual. So if you've been out of the dating game for a while, with that birds card as your first card, and I will show you those in a moment, they are indicating that you're going to get out there a little bit more. Now, this is your first card. I just wanted to get your first card energy of your Celtic cross. You got the Queen of Cups. That is not a surprise. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading. You've been in a deep period of self-care during this suspension, shall we say, regarding your love life. So I feel you've been out of the dating game for a little bit, or you haven't connected to love for a while. You may have been trying to meet people, but nobody's just connecting. No one's got that special something that perhaps you've been looking for. With your first card being the birds there, this really is a feeling of restlessness, that some of you may be feeling a little bit anxious getting back into the dating game, or you've been out of the dating game for so long that you're feeling a little bit like on the outside looking in. With the birds card, it does tell me that you're going to have some invitations, that there are going to be some of your friends who are going to message you, who will invite you to things, because this is a card of invitation or being a little bit more sociable than usual there. It's number 12, as you can see. Number 12 is the hangman energy. So I feel maybe you've been receiving a lot of invitations already, or drips and drabs of invites to places, birthdays, events, and you've been putting it off. There's something here of like an energy of putting things at arm's length. I mean, you're very discerning about the company that you keep and the situations that you connect to. So sometimes you may agree to do something and think, yeah, that'd be great. I'll definitely see you on Thursday. And then as soon as Thursday's coming along, you're like, you know what? Actually, I really wish I did not say that I would go to that thing. I really don't want to go now. I feel like your energy shifts. And this has come from some sort of trauma, is what they're bringing me right now. I feel like there may have been a relationship in the past that really, because we got we've got the 2 ships here, and it's in the resistance position. So I feel there's an energy here of you feeling a little bit lost when it comes to love. And for some of you, you're looking at certain invitations thinking, what's the point? I'm not going to meet anybody there. I know you want to see your friends and you want to connect to those people, but there's been a lethargy about you, either in the last 18 months. I feel there's some energy that I'm feeling that's just like a little bit like, oh, what's the point? that will change for you. I want you to be aware of that. And especially as we move through this solar eclipse on the 20th of April, that is going to bring in a rush of energy where suddenly you feel like getting out there, being a little bit more sociable. For some of you, and this is a small portion of you, Scorpios, I'm getting about 20% energy right now. So that is pretty low. Some of you are already talking to someone new. Now, this could be something that is online, or it is something, you know, on those dating apps, things like that. Or maybe you just met somebody and you're just patiently observing them to see how things pan out. Right now, I feel like you're keeping, it's almost like if you're talking to someone new, I feel like you're being very hesitant. It's not that you're being secretive. I feel like you are your wonderful, mysterious self. You're a closed book. You don't give it all away at the beginning of who you are. And it's not because you're withholding. I feel like you're withholding yourself from going out there. But I feel like you are just hesitant because there's been some struggle in the past regarding love. You've had some hardship. They're actually showing me an image in the water right now of a beautiful red heart, but there's like a little white cross on it. Now, I don't know how to decode that other than there is damage, there's wounding on your heart. Now, this doesn't have to be that you were in a previous relationship that hurt you. It can mean that you were bullied when you were younger and that you have elements of your confidence chipped away and you are still mending from experiences that have caused issue. Now, you may not want to revisit those times or those places or those situations, or even exes, if it was an ex that hurt you or wounded you in some way. I feel you carry it around with you. You're haunted in some way energetically by past situations. You've been influenced in the way that you operate in love and connections. So I feel like there's a barrier, okay? Now, I know a lot of people out there are gonna be like, nope, don't feel a barrier. And I can tell you, when I was a lot younger, there was someone interested in me, and, you know, I was kind of interested in that person too. And they were like, you know what, it's so hard to get to know you. And I was like, what? That's your thing, not mine. And they're like, no, there's a barrier. There's just a barrier. And I thought, nope, that's not it. Nope, there's no barrier. I don't feel any barrier. Don't know what you're talking about. So I just sort of pushed that person away. Well, that was obviously a barrier because I kind of was interested. But Scorpio, when we're kind of interested, it really means we're not interested, because we're either all in or we're not in at all, okay? I feel the mature thing, of course, is to, you know, ease your way into a relationship and have a solid foundation. But Scorpio, the energy that I feel in this particular reading and the experiences I've had myself, it really is like, boom, hooked or not hooked. It really has to be like that moment of, wow, met someone really special. There's something about this person that I'm curious to get to know on a deeper level. If it's kind of like, yeah, they're kind of nice, they're kind of my type, but not really, it's going to fizzle out into nothingness. And I feel that there's part of you that may have been going through a deep period of self-growth, personal growth there, where you have identified an experience that perhaps has made you feel hesitant to get involved in love relationships. Not that you don't want to, but there's a part of you that you keep locked in a box. And I feel like you've been looking at that box, whatever that is for you. It's going to be different for everybody. As I said, some people it's going to be that you were bullied when you were younger. Some of you may be traumatic experiences when you were younger, witnessing parents or guardians divorcing. And although you vowed to yourself you would never go that way in life, it may make you feel hesitant to connect because your first foundation of love may have been conflict. It may have been, that love doesn't last, or, in somewhere in the subconscious mind, I feel like you are revisiting those experiences where you disconnect from the control that this experience has had on you. I'm getting really hot right now, whenever I get super hot, that my gifts tell me that this is a very delicate situation that I'm getting into, where you've experienced a lot of disappointments in life, and I feel like you're reflecting on those things, or you have been trying not to reflect on those things, but they've been popping in recently. It's in order to let them go. Okay, so I see that you're actually very close to meeting someone new. And when they show me the medical, it looks like a medical white cross on the heart area. I mean, some of you, if you've just come to this reading, not all of you, If you've come to this reading already knowing that you have a medical issue with your heart, for example, then I feel obviously you're under care regarding that. And I feel like you have to take it easy. But with the Rider card, this indicates you will get your energy back, that you will be back on track, and you're still going to meet love. So if you've been worried about health issues before you came to this reading, I don't see anyone having any health issues or heart issues in this reading. So nobody needs to worry. It's only if you already have pre-existing conditions before you've come to this reading. I definitely see there is still a lot of happiness coming for you. So don't write yourself off is what they're giving me here. Again, that's not going to resonate for everyone, but I feel like this symbol that they're giving me, because it's still in the water when I'm scrying, it's a red heart with a white cross on it. And I feel this is a sign for you that love is actually coming to your aid. Love is, you know what? Nobody in life needs saving, okay? You're very independent, you're very self-sufficient, but I feel this energy of you've been healing yourself in some aspects, and I feel love is now entering your life. And this may be a symbol, like you could literally walk down the sidewalk tomorrow and see that symbol, red heart, white cross on it, and that indicates that there is someone coming in to your life and will love you the way that you love them on that very deep level. Okay, so watch out for that as a symbol. I feel it's more of a sign. They actually give me the word symbolize. So yeah, so I feel like it does symbolize the fact that there is love coming on in. I do feel like there's a new person entering your life who has actually had similar experiences as you have in life and understands you on a deeper level that other people have not been able to reach in your life to date. Okay, so that's actually wonderfully exciting. That's what's coming up there. So look out for that symbol. I mean, you could see it on a movie, you could see it on a billboard, I don't even know if there's like an emoji type text thing that may have it on there, because it looks very cartoonish in the presentation of it to me in the water. So I don't know where I would see that. So anyway, that's what they're showing me. I mean, it could literally mean that the new person works in doing some sort of volunteer work. It could work for, like someone like the Red Cross or something like that, even though it's a white cross on that heart there. They could be very, what do you call it? Yeah, they do a lot of charitable work. I feel they're a humanitarian. That's the energy that I'm getting from this new person that's coming in. They're very passionate, very kind-hearted, very open, and super honest, okay? Now, we do have the ship. It's in the resistance position. So I feel like you've held back in taking the journey of love with someone for some time. But I feel it's because there hasn't been the opportunity. No one's quite got that something that you've been looking for or that you can connect to. And I feel like your search has left you a little bit numb is what they're giving me. With the ship in this position, I mean, it's like you got it in the reverse, okay? But that means just after this solar eclipse, all the energy changes and shifts, and that means you're going to meet someone who's going to take the journey of life with you. When you get the ship, it does indicate some of you are thinking about relocating, or you've been taking a long time to thinking about relocating, or you may be changing different aspects of your life, like new job or new circumstances. And I feel like when you get that underway, that's when you're going to meet this new person. For those of you who are not thinking about vacationing or going on spiritual retreats or anything like that, I definitely see there's movement in your love life, and you're going to meet someone who is on a similar journey as you. And when you actually talk to this person and you actually have a date with this person, okay, they're showing me an image right now, so I'll give you that image in a moment. But the energy that I'm getting is you and this person, it seems like you almost crossed paths before. Okay, so both of you are going to talk about an event. And this came up briefly in someone else's reading. It may have even been your reading, my beautiful Scorpio, but it was like last year. I'm getting a real sense that you're going to have a conversation with this new person where there was an event that you attended, and that person also attended the event. The universe has been trying to orchestrate a meeting between you and this person for quite some time, is what they're giving me, okay? So it could be that you were like, you know what, I attended a conference in Toronto 2 years ago for saving the world. And that person can be like, OMG, so did I. I was in this section. You're like, you're kidding me. I was in the opposite section. It's like, oh my gosh, how did we not meet each other? You may have even walked past each other. There's going to be some element that shows you that the universe tried to get you and this new person to meet before now. Okay, so if you're not talking to someone new, then you're going to be talking to someone new very, very shortly, and you're both headed in the right direction. And I feel that's something that you've been learning since you've been off the dating scene, or you've been out of love, shall we say, for a while. You've been learning to connect to your values and your beliefs and stay strong to building healthier boundaries, because you tend to merge with a partner. So when you are all in a relationship, you blend your energies, and sometimes you lose part of yourself. And I feel as you've matured, you've been learning not to lose so much of yourself in another person, so that you can actually still see the relationship from a little bit of a distance, as well as be completely submerged and involved. So I feel there's this maturity that has come about, your personal growth, because I feel situations in the past, it's almost like you left a part of yourself in previous situations, and it's almost like each situation has left a gap or a hole in your heart. And I feel like you've been doing a lot of mending, and that's why it has taken a while for you to open up to new love, one that is reciprocal, because you tend to be a bit of an overgiver. You tend to do everything for your divine counterpart, and you've been learning the gift of balance in all areas of your life, because you are someone who goes from naught to 100 in seconds, and that's in passion, it's in anger, it's in intensity. You've got that gift. It is a gift, okay, to be able to access those deep emotions and that deep psychic, but also that deep sort of psyche that other people pay a lot of money to counselors, psychologists to access. You've got it for free. You've got it naturally within yourself. But you've been learning to temper your energies as you mature, and that's not robbing you of who you are, or it's not taking away that passion. It's just so that you can feel that life is a little bit more balanced. And that is one of the lessons they're telling me that you were meant to learn during any sort of period of solitude. Okay, now we do have the stork, which indicates it's been a long time where nothing's happening. Your love life feels pretty stagnant, but this is the outcome energy, which means there's change, and it's going to be quick change as well. You're going to meet this person completely out of the blue, and this indicates with number 17 that you've been going through a period of healing. 17, of course, is a star energy. So I feel that this is a renewal of hope as well. Suddenly you're going to feel a little bit more motivated to get out there into more social situations, or pick up on invitations that you're invited to, or even, connect to things like new hobbies, or, go to new events or galleries or things that you haven't been going to for quite some time. I feel like you're going to submerge yourself into those things again, and suddenly you're going to meet someone new. Now also, I see this is a card of having faith in things changing on a dime is what they're giving me. Now the image that they were giving me, it's still there, is a daisy. You know, that little flower, a daisy. So you may see a daisy everywhere you go. Okay, it could be like a painting, could be a badge that someone's wearing, it could be a real daisy. They represent new beginnings, especially in love. Fun. My guides are giving me to have fun, have faith, and there's a breakthrough. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They're giving me that there is a breakthrough in your love life. This sounds wonderfully Hollywood romantic, and I can't see it happening, but I'm going to give you what they're giving me. So there's something about a daisy chain, making a daisy chain. So either you go on a picnic with this new person later on in the future, and they, start to make you a daisy chain, or you make this person a daisy chain. I don't know. For me, every Scorpio has a healthy amount of cynicism, right? And that's really appealing to my healthy side of cynicism, where I'm like, a daisy chain, I don't know. But they're showing it to me, okay? And they're giving me the sense that you or this person may make a daisy chain for each other. Or maybe there's just going to be a conversation about one, or you're going to watch someone together creating one. I'm not sure, but they're just showing it me like that, okay? So I'm just giving you what I got there. But there is a a period of growth. And I feel when you meet this new person, you're going to feel like nesting. We do have the sun, so this is a wonderfully warm relationship. It's a successful relationship. And by that, I mean it's two people on the same page, facing out in the same direction, wanting to take the journey of life together. And with the Sun card, this also indicates that you've been embracing this growth that you've been going through, and suddenly you're going to feel like getting back out there. So if you have been off grid for a while, going through this deep period of self-growth, filling your cup of love with, healthy things for yourself first, this is going to lead to meeting someone who is on the same frequency for you as well. The Sun card often represents, especially since you've got the Sun energy and the Star energy, you really stand out. You're the sort of person, not only does your intensity stand out, but there's something about, this came up, here it is, my beautiful Scorpio. If you have placements in Leo, because it did come up in the Leo reading, there's something about your eyes. People get lost in your eyes, and you may be told this a lot, okay? There's also equally something very intriguing about this new person's eyes. And you and this person, you're going to have wonderful conversations long into the night because you're going to get lost in each other's energy. So that's quite wonderful. Now, I just heard someone coughing. Okay, so I don't know if that was you as you were listening to this reading. Perhaps you did a little cough. Picking up on someone's energy of coughing. I would say we're moving into Taurus season, so just be a little bit mindful of your immune system. It is a period where you'll pick up seasonal colds and things like that. So just watch out for that. And of course, the dating scene has changed since we've gone through the pandemic. There may be things that you perhaps don't want anymore, or things that you do want or need to identify before you start dating a person. So I feel like there's going to be lots of newness on the dating scene that you will have to embrace, but you will, re-enter the dating world like a duck to water. And I really get a sense that as soon as you see this person, as soon as you meet this new person and you see each other face to face, you just know this is the one, okay? We've got the Rider, which really does indicate new energy. This is an arrival. This card literally means an arrival or a visitor, someone new, some new news or movement, okay? So you're going to be taking action though. Your love life, it does require action. So if you have been in a period of stagnancy, please don't shoot the messenger. I'm only here to deliver the message. If you know yourself that perhaps you could do a little bit more to get yourself out there, then now is the chance. We've been going through Aries season, and then we're moving into a more sensual season. We're going from passion to sensuality with Taurus season. So that's when you're starting to build a solid foundation between you and a new person. This new person, they're also single. They're they're like an old soul. I feel like they have a lot of knowledge. This person has a lot of facts. They will bowl you over with facts. This person is, there's something about this person. Okay, I'm just going to give it to you the way that I'm getting it. They like puns and they like facts. Okay, so this person is very knowledgeable. They have a very high IQ. And they're very funny to be with, not in a cheesy pun way. They're very funny to be with. This person's got a lot of humor, really good humor. And they've also got a bit of dark humor as well, which will appeal to all aspects of you too, okay? Now, we do have the Queen of Cups. This is your starting position. So you've been in a very deep period of contemplation and having compassion for yourself, and you're learning to live with emotional security. You're looking at your generous spirit and your generous heart and where you have overgiven in the past. The Queen of Cups is a very important card because she has a lot of empathy and she nurtures people that she cares about, always offers support, and is a healer. Okay, naturally a healer. So people gravitate towards Queen of Cups energy. Again, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's the energy that you're embodying, you being a kind, loving, generous person. People gravitate towards those people for kind, loving care, and sometimes can take advantage of the energy that is on offer. So you may have noticed that sometimes when you have been dating, you attract people who have gone through deep trauma, they trauma bond with you, or they come towards you for fixing. And then as soon as you give them that confidence within themselves, because you actually bestow confidence into others, you believe in them, and that starts to make them believe in themselves. And you may notice that you build them up to a point where they then, you know, they flee the nest. Okay, so just watch out for that. I feel that's something that you've been learning. Of course, keep being your wonderful self and don't ever take away that wonderful energy that you have within you. But just notice the signs. When you notice that there is an imbalance in relationships where you're starting to look up at that person because you put them on a pedestal. You didn't mean to put them above you, but when we put people on a pedestal, especially during the first 3 months of love, when we idolize a person and they're the best thing since forever, then you start to devalue yourself, okay? Now they're giving me a sentence. It has come up before in the readings, and I think it came up about a year ago, maybe. And it's like, treat me like a star, I'll treat you like a fan. Okay? Treat me like a star, I'll treat you like a fan. Now, I feel this is perhaps things that you've experienced in the past. If you've treated someone like they are the be-all and end-all of your life with such intensity, remember, sometimes the wrong person can, you know, expect more and more and more and do less and less and less within a relationship. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's just coming through there. Okay, so hopefully that will help someone out there. Now, Queen of Cups is your starting position. So you have been learning to love yourself, nurture yourself, and have more compassion for yourself as well. I feel like, I mean, the Queen of Cups is to heal oneself by looking at valuing yourself. The Queen of Cups, she has, I mean, in this card, she has a golden cup. Okay, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, she's got like a trophy or samovar. She's got a vast vessel, shall we say, of emotion, of love. She knows what she has to offer, and it is a lot. It is a lot more than others. Okay, and she learns to value what she has to offer, and therefore is very cautious about who she gives the energy to. Okay, so let me just get all of your cards first. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Yeah, Eight of Swords, you've walked away from situations that would have curled other people's toes. You've gone through some very difficult situations there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. You have become a little bit detached. We've got a King of Swords there. There's someone here also who thinks about you all the time. But I feel like you've walked away from this because it was too painful. It didn't go anywhere. It made you feel like... either made you feel like you had to compromise your morals, or it made you feel like you didn't know where you stood. It just felt like this person was very indecisive, or the situation was indecisive. We got the Star there for healing. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. You do have options, actually. You're at a period of self-evaluation. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They want me to go 4 in this position, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, there's your final card. Okay, so we've got the Empress as you mature. I'll have to cross some cards just to get a little bit more of the story of what's coming in for you there. I don't know why this is coming through, but they're giving me someone saying that I'm shuffling the cards too hard. It's so weird. Okay, I do agree. I do shuffle the cards quite hard. This hand, I have severe arthritis in this hand, and it really doesn't do much. Okay, it's very hard to do stuff with this hand. So I do, because I actually cannot feel the energy as much. So it's actually just more for me. So I don't know. That's such a weird thing to come through. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to move on. Now, crossing your Queen of Cups is the Two of Wands. So this means you're in the planning stages, okay? The Two of Wands indicates also that you're making progress regarding your love life, even though you feel like you're not. You may feel very frustrated that there hasn't been any situations going on for you right now. There is an element of expectation. You are yearning. The Two of Wands is to yearn for something. But I feel, as you can see there, you're going through an intense period of personal growth, which I feel like you're coming to the end of, actually. And just after the solar eclipse, I feel like there's definitely movement in your love life. And you're going to... I feel like you're very attractive, but I feel like you may get an invitation from someone who's a little bit older than you. This could be a friend who invites you to something. And in that event, I feel this is where you may meet this new person, but we'll move on and see a little bit closer. Now, for some of you, not all of you, as I said, there's about 20% of you who have been maybe going on dating apps or websites, or you may have been getting out there and you're just waiting for results on someone that you've just met. You're just, I mean, the Two of Wands is to sort of hold back a little bit, to process, to plan, or to observe, shall we say, observe what's going on before you make any more movement in that area. I feel that for the rest of you, you're definitely thinking about engaging more deeply in the process of envisaging something new, that you're opening yourself up to your passions. They're actually giving me a song right now with this card. I'm just going to connect to that song. Okay. Heart still beating, but it's not working. It's like $1 million phone that you just can't ring. I reached out trying to love, but I feel nothing. Yeah, my heart is numb. But with you, I feel again. Oh, okay. Now, at first I didn't recognize that song. I was like, what? I don't know this one. But actually, I do know this one. Surprise, surprise. I want to say, okay, I want to say either One Republic or One Direction. There's definitely a one in it. I'm going to go with One Republic. That's my energy. I'm feeling it's more One Republic. Now this song, maybe you've been feeling a little bit detached. You've been feeling a little bit numb. You've been dealing with a lot of other responsibilities. I feel like you have been productive in other areas of your life. But maybe because you have been feeling a little bit numb, you just haven't had the motivation or drive or the vitality to get yourself out there to find a mate right now. And commitment perhaps has not been something that's deeply on your mind. You've got other responsibilities going on. You've been very busy. You've been doing a lot of multitasking, and you may feel that you haven't had enough time in the day. But I feel like your appetite is returning with this card, okay? Now, with the Two of Wands in this position, it can also indicate that there was something or somebody with someone and it fell through and it left you disappointed, made you feel let down by love in general. So I feel, you know, they're showing me, it's very important, they're showing me pillars. There's all pillars in this beautiful deck there. It's an incredible deck by BASTET Tarot. It's the LUCE DELL'ANIMA Tarot, and it's incredible. There's lots of pillars, but I feel, as you can see, there's only one pillar here. So I feel like you've been building yourself up as a pillar of strength, okay? And I do feel that a lot of you, I feel like you've had a lot of responsibility. You've had to be strong in other areas of your life. It's almost like you put your dating scene to the side because you've had other things that you've had to, you know, deal with right now. Now that song, it may be relevant because it may play in the next couple of weeks just randomly, and you'll hear it either in a car as it passes by or in the mall or in a movie. But it's interesting. The final sentence says, but with you I feel again. So this person is going to raise a passion within you like nobody else has ever done before. Even the people you thought you would be with long term in the past, if you were in other relationships, it's not even going to hold a candle to this new person who's coming on in. And this other person that's coming on in, this new person, they are for keeps, okay? Now also, I want to be very clear about this song because I get a sense that this song is about someone from the past. Okay, but my guides are assuring me that actually they want you only to focus on those lyrics because it is for someone new. Someone new is going to raise an energy within you like never before, okay? And you're going to look back on situations and realize why it never worked there because you're always meant to meet this person. And there's an orchestration of you were meant to have met at some point in your lives, and the universe just kept bringing you together, But in every situation, we have the element of free will. So we can be ushered into a situation, but what we do in that situation, we have free will. So the universe is giving you, well, this is a period of second chances because, of course, we have that second lunation in Aries, and that's what that means. So I feel like you're being put in this person's orbit again so that you meet, okay? Now what's deep down, we've got the Six of Wands. You just want to be seen in a relationship, understood, okay? Because you may have felt in the past, people just don't get you. They misunderstand you in some element, and it leaves you feeling really wounded, okay? Yes, you're a very attractive a person. You actually, attract a lot of attention, and if you don't realize it, when you walk into a room or walk down the sidewalk, people notice you. You may not notice it because you're, in your own world, figuring out your great master plan in life and strategizing the next steps that you're going to take. But people do notice you, but you want to be seen by that one special person. And it's not about aesthetics for you. You want to be seen on a soul level, because so many people, they just either are too lazy or they lack the emotional maturity to go deeper. So you're looking for someone who has depth. You're looking for someone who connects in that other place, that otherworldly energy that not many people dare to go. And you're looking for that person who excites you on that level, as well as, of course, aesthetically. But I feel it's not really about aesthetics for you. It's more about that soul energy. So this Six of Wands is telling me that you really desire to be seen, okay? Also with the Six of Wands here, I feel some of you are very influential in a field that you work in, or that you did work in if you are retired. And I feel that you're looking for someone who also has a level of ambition or a level of energy, who is strong enough to walk by your side, is what I'm getting, okay? You need someone who is an influencer, and I'm not talking in the sense of, going on a social media platform and influencing lots of people. I'm talking about you need someone who's strong enough, because you're a very strong personality. You've learned to walk life on your own. You've learnt to be strong because of the difficult situations that you've had in the past up until this moment. You've struggled along the way, and you've had some experiences that other people, as I said, it would curl their toes. But you've been strong enough to take the journey, and you're here. And you need someone who's strong enough to walk by your side, because you don't need anybody. You want somebody. So that person who gets, the privilege of walking by your side long term has to have the strength that you possess also, because you tend to need someone that you can respect, and someone who, holds true to their morals and doesn't have really weak boundaries, because, what use is that to you long term? So I feel like you are looking for someone who is as strong as you. I do feel that the person you're about to meet is of that caliber. I do feel that you are meeting someone who is very enlightened. I feel that you're looking for someone who does not dim your light or your beacon, who shines brightly with you, who sees that wonderful light within you and encourages it. Because I feel in the past, and this again came up briefly in the Leo reading, so there may be some sort of crossover there again. You've dealt with people or situations in the past that try to put you in a box or try to dull your shine because they felt intimidated by your energy or your intensity. They try to stop you being who you truly are. So they didn't like your intensity because you could see through their motives. You could see, their grand master plan, and they may not have been acting in their highest regard. So I do feel there's been situations where people tried to rob you of that light within you, or depleted your energy and drained you. You had energy vampires, and that's why they came towards you for healing or for fixing or for your wonderful light, so they could bask in that light with you. But they actually ended up robbing you of your energy, and then there was a release. So I feel like you've learned to deal with people like that and recognized that you can't have another one of those situations. And this new person is not going to be one of those. Now, in the past, we got the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is to feel restricted. So I feel, the Eight of Swords tends to be a self-imposed restriction, because 8 is the number of the self. But I feel you've been very isolated recently. And I know we've all gone through a major pandemic, so some element of restriction or isolation has come from that. But I feel like there's been some element where you've almost imprisoned yourself away from love. You may have felt that it's best to have stayed away for some time. I feel it's to identify aspects of something that you perhaps couldn't see. I do see a conversation that you've had here with yourself, like, is it me? Am I the one? I'm the common denominator in this situation. Why is it that love is not working for me? What is it within me? Now, of course, there are elements of you that need healing. I see that with the star energy, and I can feel it in the energy, but there is nothing to do with you. previous experiences, they have been projections of other people's fear or their trauma, where they try to control a situation and they try to control you also, my beautiful Scorpio. And because you are an uncontrollable element, it tended to almost like combust. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. There was a climax of it. And what else am I picking up with this card? I feel like you're capable of getting yourself out of being stuck in a rut. And some of you may have felt a little bit lonely, but you've actually been in a period of protection. Eight of Swords, the typical Rider-Waite Tarot. There's a figure, she's blindfolded, and she's surrounded by swords. Now, all the swords are pointed down, which means there's no threat in the situation. It's a period of solitude in order to enhance spiritual gifts as well as intuition. She's blindfolded so she can rely on other senses. So you're trying not to see what is readily available to you with a person. You are learning to use your inner compass and your natural sonar for seeing what is not available with the naked eye within a person. So I feel like you've been developing a spiritual gift to learn to rely on your hunches and trust yourself a little bit more, as well as build your strength. Now we do have the King of Swords. So this is to think before you act, and this is in your potential position. As you can see, there's some roses there. So it's like you're thinking about the game of love, or, the requirement for love. As you can see, there's roses here. Now roses, they are beautiful, they're a sweet reward, but they come with thorns. So I feel you have learned a lesson in the past that love has equated pain. You've been through some experiences, and it doesn't have to be if you didn't have a relationship, perhaps you lost someone that you love dearly, and it makes you feel that love is to lose in some way. But I feel like you are maturing and realizing that actually you do deserve love, and you will reconnect to love as well. Again, you're looking for someone who's honest. I mean, King of Swords is as honest as you can get, and this is what you're calling in. This is the potential. Now, again, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. You're calling in someone who's very decisive. They know what they want. They're very organized, and they're rational. They are a little bit analytical, so they are very heady in their energy. Doesn't mean that they can't feel. This person is very passionate, but they have a clear power of their mind, and they're someone who is honest to attack. So I do feel like you are attracting someone who's a lot of authority, and I feel they're really good at talking. They're very good. They've very good spoken word, but their actions are equally so. So this person, they walk their talk. As you can see, there's a golden tear here. This person has experienced pain on a level that perhaps you have as well. And I really get a sense that this person has turned their pain to gain. So they may have set up their own business, become an entrepreneur, or they've written a book, or they've done something with their experience in order to change it into something positive. So for example, if they were bullied when they were younger, they may actually run groups to empower young people to believe in themselves and, filter their energy into something positive and productive. Or say, for example, they lost somebody. They may have set up a charity or a movement to help people who are in similar situations. They're giving me the word altruism with this person. This person's very generous. They're very kind, and they do a lot for charity. Also with the King of Swords, this person may be someone who is from a different part of the world from you. Okay, there's an international energy here, so I feel wherever you are from, they're from a different part of the world. They're very exciting to be with, okay? But I feel that they are quite detached. They're not looking, well, deep down they want love, but I feel like they're not looking for love when they meet you either. And I feel as soon as you come together, there's just this mix of, I feel it's very steamy, very passionate, but also there is a solid grounding with this as well. I'm just going to pull a card on that Queen of Swords for you. One moment, please. Because I feel there's an intense passion. It's like hot and cold. I'm getting hot and cold. It's like fire and ice. And it's really incredibly magnetic. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide the Judgment card? Oof, okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide Queen of Wands? You got the Queen of Wands there. So even in a different deck, they're showing me that this person is very attracted to you. There may be a period where this person is very attracted to you. They will pursue you, this person. I just want to see if it's more than this. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Queen of Cups. Okay, there's 2 queens there. Can you please... I feel like this is a person who introduces you, or... Yeah, three pentacles. I mean, you're getting the same cards. You've got the Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Judgment card hasn't arrived for you in this. Oh, okay, I got to go get that card. One moment, please. They're showing me that this is the Pinnacle card. I'm just going to go get that. I'm going to scooch it over and bring it over here because no one needs to see me bend over and pick it up. You don't need to see my butt on the screen. Okay, so let me just scooch it over here. One moment, please. The Hierophant. Okay, this person, they may have been in a high level relationship before. This is the Pinnacle. Also, you may meet this person at a group setting that you're invited to, but it could be a place where you're invited to learn something. What I see here, actually, it is almost like this person indicates to your friend that they have an interest before it really becomes something. Very, very passionate, because the Hierophant, it's about hidden knowledge. Okay, so I feel like your person, this new person that's coming on in, if you're in a group setting, somehow your friend knows before you do. I mean, intuitively you'll know, right? But you may be second guessing or questioning it. Your friend knows that this person is also interested in you. And I keep getting also, the reason I'm frustrated is because I also see a return of someone from your past. Okay, we got the 6 of Cups here. Oh, look, there's, well, these are daisies. They're meant to be on the front of that as well. What I'm getting here is that there is a return. Judgment card is a card of second chances. Okay. Now I'm applying it to this new person first. And the energy that I get is it is your destiny. It is your calling to leave anything that's been hindering you behind in order to meet this new person. This person finds you very, very attractive. Okay. And you meet this person out of the blue. Ace of Wands, it is new. Okay. The universe is sending you this person. They're sending you someone passionate. But it's only after a period of self-healing. I'm going to pull separate cards on the 2 queens just to clarify, because we do have a 3 of Pentacles there, which means you meet this person in a group setting. This is the new person. I want you to be aware this is the new person. 3 of Pentacles. This person will talk about you behind your back to somebody that you know in a really positive sense, like, OMG. Are they single? It will be something like that, okay? And then I feel like your friend will be like, yeah, they are. Actually, you want to meet them? You want to get to know them on a deeper level? The Hierophant is that secret knowledge. So I feel like because it's next to the 3 of Pentacles, placing of cards are very important. Because it's next to the 3 of Pentacles, it means, as you can see, there's 2 people consulting there. There's one person on a pedestal, and there's 2 people consulting about the other person. And the Hierophant is like secret knowledge. So I feel this person confides in someone to let them know that they have feelings for you before they actually come out with it and say it to you themselves. And we do have a 6 of Cups. Now, 6 of Cups also has a double meaning. 6 of Cups is divinely guided from the universe, a gift from the universe. But it's also a yearning for, you know, emotional security. And it can, the double meaning is, you know, old flames from the past reaching out. And because you got the Judgment card and the 6 of Cups either side, it can mean that there is someone from your past who still thinks about you, but I see that this person is still attached or connected to somebody else. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a quick card on a different deck with regards to an ex. If you're wanting to reunite with someone from the past, I'm just going to pull some cards. Please do your due diligence, because this person, there's 2 queens there. Can you show me the 2 queens? Tell me about the 2 queens. Yeah. 7 of Swords is someone who dips in and out. You know, someone who can be a little bit loose with the truth. 7 of Swords is someone who well, it's interesting. It's like basically someone who may have ghosted you or comes in and out of your life, or someone, it tends to mean someone betrays you, okay? That's one of the meanings. Seven of Swords is actually, because it's a golden card, it can mean that don't go too quickly in a situation, otherwise you'll miss something. So that's why I say do your due diligence, especially if an ex reaches out. I do feel like your ex is still either connected to a higher level of commitment, or maybe even married, and they're just, maybe they're even like leaving that situation, but they're still connected in some way. So just watch out for that. Also, the Seven of Swords in connection to the two Queens, like the Seven of Swords can be like confidentiality or gossip. So I do feel again that I'm being given the message that someone kind of gossips behind your back to say that they have feelings for you to your friend. It's like they bestow their intrigue because they're like trying to find out a little bit more about you. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. I'm just going to go one more. Anything more about this situation my beautiful Scorpio needs to know? Three of Pentacles. I mean, it's coming up again. That's three different decks. Okay. Seven of Swords with the Three of Pentacles literally means someone talking about you in a confidential way, you know, in stealth mode, trying to find out a little bit more about you. Whether you're single, they're very intrigued about you. Okay. So the Three of Pentacles, you can see those two people are discussing, and there's that one person who is on the bench there fixing stuff, just doing their own thing, just doing their own projects. Three of Pentacles tends to mean being in a group setting. So I do feel you meet this new person in a group setting. So if there's any invitation that your friend invites you to, I mean, for some of you, it could literally mean that a friend of a friend really finds you very attractive, and your friend orchestrates a dinner, a group setting, a party, or an event or an outing where you will attend, and they'll try and set you up. But I'm getting a very small percentage on someone being set up. Okay, I feel it's more of an organic connection between you and this new person. Now, in the near future, we have Three of Pentacles. Okay, so that is you attending some sort of social event. It could even be a project that you're working on. So if you work with someone that you have maybe a little bit of a flirtation with, this person actually has feelings for you. Three of Pentacles is really a card of collaborating or consulting. And what I'm also getting with this Three of Pentacles is that how can I put that energy? Three of Pentacles tends to be a little bit cautious energy, okay? Cautious about going any further into something. So, because the next step is the Four of Pentacles, which means you're all in to something. So it's, again, if you're talking to somebody at the moment already, I feel like there is that element of like, you're not quite there in a relationship yet, but you're sitting on the fence of like, you may have even done a Scorpio withdrawal energy just to think about it. But the Three of Pentacles indicates this is heading in the right direction towards something a little bit more serious, but you're just teetering on the edge of making it official. Okay. But yeah, Three of Pentacles really indicates that you're going to be in a group setting when you meet this new person, if you haven't been talking to this person already. Now, we do have your advice to yourself in this moment, the Magician card. The Magician card is all about taking action, okay? Also, it indicates you have everything within you to be your wonderful self. You can initiate change in your life, and you are attracting wonderful people into your life, but your love life needs focus. This is a card of taking the initiative and focusing on the thing that you want to materialize into your physical plane. So if you have been really busy and you've been, you know, having a lot of responsibility, now is the time to really focus on your love life. The Magician also indicates that you're in a very strong period of manifestation. You're turning your visions into reality. And of course, you're using inspired action as well. So I would say, if you feel a little bit nostalgic about past situations or past people, be mindful to only learn a lesson from those experiences, because if we dwell in the past, we actually stifle the energy of the future. Visualize the sort of person you want to be in love with, the sort of experiences you want to have in the future with that person. Play them out in your mind like they've already happened or they're happening at this moment. You're telling the universe you're ready for new, and this is the sort of relationship you want. But if you think back to past situations with past people, whether you were happy in those situations or sad or angry in those situations, you will magnetize a similar energy towards you, and perhaps even your ex. The more you think about a person or a situation, the more you draw them back towards you. So if you don't want, I actually see that you want something new, but if you don't want, you know, past energy or past experiences to repeat themselves in new situations. So, you know, maybe a new person, but lessons that have not been fully learned can repeat themselves until we learn them. So just watch out for that. But the Magician indicates you're calling in, you're magnetic at this time, and you're calling in a relationship that is equally magnetic. Now we've got the Star energy. So this is the external experiences. You are going to be seen. You're going through a period of personal growth and healing, but this is a card of miracles. This is a card of hope returning. And if you've lost faith in love, this is a card that indicates your faith will be restored. The Star energy indicates you stand out from everybody else, and now you have wisdom that goes through you as you move on to a new experience. The Star energy really is about renewal, so suddenly more motivation to get out there. And you're in a healthier new phase of life. So you're entering into a new era in the dating game as well, where you will be seen and you will be understood and you will be inspired. You're being encouraged to get out there to meet this new person. Now, there's something here about this new person. Either you or this new person, you're famous or you're well known within your industry or even within your community. You're well known and respected. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person has some level of fame or has some level of acknowledgement within their social standing. It could be you, could be them, but I feel that, you know, people know you for a certain thing, or people will know this person for a certain thing. It's all positive is what I see, all positive. But this person, their attention is only on you, and their eyes are so intense. Now, this is your hope and fear. You've got a 7 of Pentacles. So you're currently at a reevaluation period in your life, wondering, is it worth it? Is love worth it? You're checking in with the exchange because you're all good by yourself. And I feel like, you know, some things have started to develop in the past with other people, but then they just became stagnant or stopped. So I feel some of you are really, I feel like you're counting previous experiences or dealing with previous experiences where you're wondering, is it worth it? I mean, look, there's a wonderful star even behind that person. Some of you may literally go to a gallery or a museum together and there's going to be loads of stars everywhere. But the 7 of Pentacles, the fear here with the 7 of Pentacles is meeting people who just don't put the effort in, that they're lazy, they haven't done any spiritual work, or that it's not a rewarding relationship when you give your all and they give nothing. But this new person, I mean, that's not going to happen here. I feel this is a hope and a fear. I do feel like you're ready for love, and you're the sort of person who goes the distance. You go the extra mile for somebody. Now, your outcome energy, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. As I said, you're moving into 4 of Pentacles territory, which means you're all in, building a solid foundation, meeting someone that is going to bring long-term security and longevity, okay? So I feel like this is a secure relationship that you're entering into, but I feel like you're preparing the way. We've also got the 8 of Cups. So 8 of Cups, I feel like you are walking away from a past situation, or you're definitely maturing to the point where you're walking away from anything that no longer holds weight in your world. You're outgrowing a lot of situations and a lot of behavior. When you get an 8 of Cups, this is really about moving on. Some of you may withdraw. As I said, if you're talking to someone already and you're trying to wonder if you go from that 3 of Pentacles stage to the 4 of Pentacles, you will do that famous Scorpio withdraw. It's not a game. It is a protective measure for you to really work out your mind and your head before you dive completely and deeply into this. Because when you give your all, and you don't give it easily. So I feel there's going to be a period where you just take a step back, withdraw, and think, am I going to do this? This is happening. We're going to do this. And you're just going to dive on all in, okay? Now, the 8 of Cups indicates that you have been on a deep period of spiritual growth, that you've gone on a journey of discovery, and you're letting go and seeking deeper meaning, greater authenticity in situations and in people. You may not know where you're going. You may not choose the path that you're on. The universe will orchestrate a meeting between you and this new person. I do feel there is a friend here who is older than you. I mean, I'm going to pull a card. It could be that they're younger, but I actually get more of a sense that they are older than you. They invite you to something. I mean, there's two people here, Queen of Wands and the Empress. So I just want to clarify that energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What is this energy? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Three of Wands. So this could be travel plans. The Hierophant. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Well, Three of Wands is literally teamwork, people coming together or waiting, okay, waiting for something. And the Hierophant is hidden knowledge. So I do feel your friend will tell you about this person inquiring about you. But I feel like you've already spotted this person already before you get told about this. But it just means that this person is very intrigued by you behind the scenes. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Okay. And we got the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I just see that there's someone who wants to invest in a relationship with you. There's someone who... We got the Six of Cups again. So that Six of Cups is... We got the Lovers cards. There's definitely a love relationship here, but the Lovers card literally means choice. Okay, and because you got the Six of Cups, it does mean that there is someone from past horizons that used to be with you or wanted something with you, but it didn't go the way you'd hoped for. You felt that, I feel, whoever this person was, I felt like you didn't think they respected your energy. They try to make a re-entry into your orbit is what I'm getting. But with the Three of Wands there, I feel like this is about you anticipating some sort of connection. The sea is golden. I feel like you have a lot of opportunities. There's lots of ships in that water there, which represents golden opportunities that could go anywhere. We do have the Hierophant, which is hidden knowledge. So I feel your friend will tell you that someone secretly asked about you, is what I get there with that. If there's an ex, I really do feel this person is connected to somebody else, or they've separated from someone else, and it may have been, recent, so there may be some attachments, or they're coming to you for healing. So just watch out for that. Protect your energy. We do have a King of Pentacles, which means someone wants all in. They want to be for keeps with you. And we've got that Six of Cups, which is return energy, but it's also, feeling a little bit nostalgic. I would say with the Hierophant present, learn the lessons of the past and choose wisely in love. The Lover's card represents soulmate energy, a partnership, a deep loving connection between two people who will take the journey of life together. The Lover's card tends to be soulmates, of course, an attraction, a partnership, but there is a choice. It's a sacred kinship, and you will know. You're going to be nudged by the universe. You will know the right person. I don't feel like you're looking back. I feel like you're looking forward only. King of Swords energy showing up in your reading does tend to tell me that you are looking forwards only. Okay? Interesting that they've got... It's like there's 3 roses there, but there's 2 branches. So it's almost like you will have a choice in who you choose. Now, the Empress energy there really is about nourishing yourself, maturing, and really asking yourself, do you still hold a candle for someone from your past? And if so, do you want to resolve that? Do you see that person stepping up to the plate, actions rather than just words? Let's go and shuffle a little bit more before I close. You got the Lover's card, so there's a soulmate energy coming on in. Anything more my beautiful Scorpio needs to be aware of before we close this reading? Okay, they're showing me a number, which is 2112 in the water. Now, I think this came up for you before. It was either 2112 or 1212 before, but what they're showing me right now is 2112. So I feel like this has come up before. 2112. They're giving me an energy that it means... I just got to really connect to this. One moment, please. You've been trying to make your home a happy one, and you've been accommodating your loved ones and attending to their needs. You were breaking old patterns and behaviors and habits through spiritual growth. But now you're about to spend your life with someone who loves you from the bottom of their heart and soul, someone very, very special. Look out for the signs. Okay, so the signs that they've given you so far are the daisy. I mean, I would look out for 2112 as well. They showed you that heart with the white cross on the front of it. So look out for that. And they're also showing me a golden picture frame. You don't have one of those here, no. Golden picture frame is what they're showing me. Thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. Let's go one more, because they've got, I mean, it's no accident that you're getting literally, oh, they just said, we want these. So normally I let them fall from the deck, but they just said, we want these. So I'm just going to leave them like that, okay? I have to see what they are, but they said, we want these. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave them like there for now. Yeah, they show me a golden picture frame, but there's no picture inside. So maybe it's like, love is how you frame it, or maybe it's that you will be filling that frame with somebody new, or maybe you were just gifted a golden picture frame, or you just bought one. It can mean a renewal of new experiences, building healthier boundaries, the staying power of your loves, your values, and your beliefs. So I'm just going to leave that there. That could also be a sign. We've got the Five of Cups, which means don't be looking at past situations that did not go right, because the new one is going to be perfect for you. So keep your eyes peeled. The universe is orchestrating a meeting. There's Two of Cups there, which means love is still available to you. So don't be lamenting the past. Those were growing experiences. The Ten of Swords indicates something is ended. It has been a struggle, but it does mean that there's a new beginning available to you. Now, this card can also be you're responding differently to different situations or challenging situations, and you're ending an old way of thinking. So if you believe that love is no longer on offer for you, I feel like actually you're changing your belief system and suddenly having faith, and the universe is going to provide evidence for you to have that faith. We've also got Queen of Wands, which means you are very attractive, you're very magnetic, and you're entering a period of sensuality. You're attracting a lot of suitors, but there's going to be this one person who really just captures your attention. You just know. There's a knowingness about this situation. I almost want to say there's something about cats as well, because you've got quite a few cats showing up in your reading. The Queen of Wands has shown up a couple of times. There's always a cat in the Queen of Wands. And, you know, you've got this cat here. So maybe your friend or you have got a cat, or this new person will have a cat. There's something about a cat. We got Two of Wands. Yes, you have waited. There is a big old wide world out there, and you know you have the power to get out there and get all that you expected. But when you get a Two of Wands, it does mean that things will develop in unexpected ways. Okay, you are on the right path. Be present in all situations and open yourself up to getting out there. There is a big old wide world out there. You know, the energy I'm getting off this, it's either a Two of Cups or a Lover's card. I'm probably wrong, but the energy I'm getting off it, it's coming like that. We got the Lover's card. Okay, so there's a soulmate here. It's not too long away. If you're talking to someone already, I feel like you're waiting and watching, observing this person, but they are the one, okay? But for those of you who have not quite met someone yet, it's not too far away. And there is a divine plan, and you are on the right track to receive the love that you truly deserve and desire, okay? So I'm just going to go and get some final cards for you before I close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? With the Queen of Wands, step into your power, they're giving me. Have more confidence within your wonderful self. You are beautiful both inside out, or attractive inside out, depending on how you describe yourself. Again, it's not a gender specific reading. They want you to be aware that you are very, very attractive. Okay, that you should be confident about yourself, because you offer a lot more in love than other people do. So don't be worried. Don't be anxious. You're not going to meet anyone that has given you any, who will give you any experiences like you had in the past. This new person brings commitment, brings honesty, and they want you to be aware that love is entering the mix for you. So we have here, nothing is set in stone, stay adaptable, lack staying power, something is changing, not final, unstable situations, scattered energy. And I do feel this is what you've experienced in the past, and perhaps the reason why you felt so hesitant in connecting to love and felt that generally it's been a waste of time. But the new person that's coming in, that's going to change everything. We've got fifth house energy, which is all about romance, about love, passion. It says love affairs, romance, play, parties, creativity, children, having fun, entertainment, fertility, dating, and joy. Okay, and there's a big old glitter ball. I mean, there's a little heart there, but there's no white cross on it. So I don't know where you're going to see that, but look out for that as well. I would also look out for a glitter ball, maybe at a place. You know, I'm seeing half a glitter ball. That's really weird. There's a full one here, but in the water I'm seeing half a glitter ball. Not sure why, but maybe it's relevant, so look out for that as well. Okay, but that really indicates fifth house energy. I feel there's an opportunity to date here, and it will become something a little bit more solid. I definitely see a long-term relationship that will lead to higher level of commitment, marriage if you're looking for it, but definitely moving in together. I definitely see a commitment between two people who are heading in the same direction. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonated in that reading for you, my beautiful Scorpio. I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. Oh, they want this one. There we go. We have a heart. It's got obviously it's a key, but it's got a heart on the top there. I hope you can see that. It's also got a little nubbin to open the door, and it's a fleur-de-lis, which means it is an emperor type energy, or someone who is sent that you can respect, someone who thinks about the future, someone who is looking to plan to settle down. Okay, I mean, you've got an empress there, so emperor energy here. There is a divine counterpart coming on in for you. And again, it's not about gender, it's about the blending of energies, the masculine and feminine energies, to initiate and accept love. So I do feel like you're unlocking, having a bit of a breakthrough here, and maybe a key will be relevant, but at this present moment in time, I'm just getting a sense that your love situation is about to change in the most positive of ways, okay? So believe and receive. I'll leave it there. I hope something does resonate for you, my beautiful Scorpio. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Scorpio. Love and light.